A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And I think the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Jump.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Good. Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And the Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Green Bay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Malcolm Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Played to Antonio Gibson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Here's Brown. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Offense at the line and set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. Check 15, check 15. He's crossing. Easy, easy.
They run for it with Morris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They run with Morris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. 91. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
You're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
It's out of time. It's out of time.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To DJ Chark. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Lindsey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The give to Philip.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Back now in Indianapolis.
Packers 6.
It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Check 59, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
It's noticing that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 7 from the 20. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play that time for the Colts.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check. Crunch.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now the throw taken in by Shark. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Shark's got it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Today's final score, Packers 15.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack.